The Cloud Factory by Stephen R. Hoover. One fall day, little Joey was outside helping his grandfather collect acorns when he noticed some big fluffy clouds up in the sky.
Grandpa Ellis, where do clouds come from?
Little Joey asked.
Well, that's a great question, little Joey. Follow me and I'll tell you the story.
Grandpa Ellis replied. So, little Joey followed his grandfather up to the highest branch in a nearby oak tree, where they could see for miles and miles across the great Gunpowder Valley. Pointing to a far-off mountaintop, Grandpa Ellis asked,
Do you see that factory in the distance, little Joey? That factory is filled with many machines that have valves and gauges and levers, all designed to make various types of clouds. A man named Mr. Wiggly runs the entire factory all by himself. Early each morning, Mr. Wiggly receives his orders from God on what kinds of clouds to make for that day. After he receives his orders, Mr. Wiggly sets the gauges and turns the valves of the machines to the proper settings so that just the right clouds come billowing out of the huge smokestacks. Some days, God orders stratus clouds that look like large blankets covering the earth. Or perhaps he orders high wispy clouds called cirrus clouds.
Grandpa Ellis continued with a smile.
On most days, Mr. Wiggly makes cumulus clouds that look like big balls of yummy cotton candy. If you use your imagination, some cumulus clouds even look like animals. Do you see any clouds that look like animals?
Grandpa Ellis asked.
Yes, Grandpa Ellis, I do.
Little Joey exclaimed.
Once in a while, Mr. Wiggly uses a special machine to make gray nimbus clouds that bring rain and lightning and thunder.
But Grandpa Ellis, what about the days when there are no clouds?
On those days, Mr. Wiggly is on a much-needed vacation.
Grandpa Ellis replied.
Can we go visit Mr. Wiggly and his factory?
Little Joey asked.
Oh, I wish we could, but Mr. Wiggly is a very busy man. You see, he also runs many other cloud factories throughout the world. In fact, he is probably off working on a new batch of clouds even as we speak. Well, it's getting late, little Joey. We'd better finish our chores.
Grandpa Ellis said. So little Joey and Grandpa Ellis climbed down the tall oak tree to finish collecting acorns for the cold winter ahead. That night, as little Joey slept in his snug little bed, he dreamt of Mr. Wiggly's cloud factory. The end.